It's your girl Anika Berry, the sweetest berry, representing for Wendy on the Calabash Corner. Somebody say so sweet.
I own that. Say less, I own that. Say less, I own that.
Who give you the power to tell me how to behave? And who give you the power to tell me how to express myself?
Amigo can't find me on holiday. Me don't care what people wanna say. I don't need permission to whine like that. Don't need permission to get on slack. Don't need permission to bend my back. Don't need permission to drink all day. Don't need permission to have my way. Don't need permission to have my way. This, yeah, is mine, yes, I own it. Sometimes I just can't control it. It's mine, yes, I own it, baby. It's mine, yes, I own it. Sometimes I just can't control it. It's mine, yes, I own it, baby. 'Cause I'm a boss, my own boss. I'm a big boss, big boss. You vex all a big loss, big loss. 'Cause I in charge of myself. 'Cause I'm a boss, my own boss. I'm a big boss, big boss. You vex all a big loss, big loss. 'Cause I in charge of myself.
I wanna drink, I wanna jump, I wanna wind down like that. I wanna jam on somebody, whether you like it or not.
Trinidad and Tobago and everyone that's tuned in and locked on online. This is the Calabash Corner Carnival Series. I am your host, Wendy. We are live and direct from Street 91.9 FM each and every Wednesday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Listen, it's Ash Wednesday. All the planning, all the choosing, all the fetting, all the competitions, everything has happened. And this morning's program is going to follow the same structure. We have entertainment, protocol, and etiquette tip. I would have posted it online yesterday in terms of some of the things that I saw on the road that made me take a very deep breath. But then I guess to thine own self be true. If you're comfortable, you're comfortable. But bear in mind that there is today. And whatever took place on the road yesterday will not disappear. We are in 2025. We're in the information age, which means information and evidence is available. So that would have been your protocol tip in terms of how we choose to behave and attire ourselves during the season in spite of. And for the young artists coming up, I have an amazing interview in 6 minutes. In 6 minutes with a young man who captured 2 titles this season, the Junior Chutney Soca Monarch and the Junior Calypso Monarch. Young Zayden Darius is coming up in 6 minutes, so tune in for that. Then we have another interview immediately after with the extempo champion, Black Sage. And then, of course, we have the rest of the time up until 11:55, where we talk about a few of the events that would have captured my attention. And we have to summarize those because there were a lot. So we will talk a little bit about the panorama. Of course, we will talk about the Calypso Monarch finals, the Marche Gras, and we will also squeeze in the road march. Yes, I know you're all waiting to hear the road march debacle. The results aren't out as yet. There are no official results out as yet. But we will chime in. We will have the lines open. And we will have the lines open. And the numbers to call in will be 342-0081 and 466-5391, where we will be discussing the events, etc. So Trinidad and Tobago, how did you all enjoy your carnival? I want to say congratulations to those, some of those who would have won titles thus far, because we don't have the full list. So don't be offended if you won something and you weren't mentioned. I find me very sensitive this weekend. Kyle is a very sensitive set of people this weekend. At the end of the day, Carnival is us, Carnival is we, all the revelry, everything is over. I want to say to Kerwin Dubois and Destra Garcia, you were missed. You both were missed, and I know them both, so I know that all is well. People have been asking if all is well. All is well. there is no elevation without separation, and sometimes you have to step out, you know, and revisit and then do what you have to do. So Destra and Kerwin, you guys were missed. We love you all, and we're looking forward to what is happening with you both up next. Over this season, Nigel Lewis, former Road March champion, is still here, I believe, and he has been visible. Roger George has been visible. These are some of our soca icons of past times who still doing their thing, and I always want to recognize those. Please bear in mind the views of Wendy H. Lewis are not necessarily the views of Street 91.9 FM. I am someone who will speak my truth at any given point in time. So the panorama is something that we're going to talk about as well. We have some interviews coming up. And whilst we're getting ready for the interviews, I was really impressed when I saw the bio of Zayden Darius, who we will be interviewing shortly. Zayden shares his birthday, interestingly enough, the 18th of April, with the Lord Kitchener, the Grand Master. So Zayden, I understand that. Zayden is sharing the birthday with one of the greats. At just 8 years old, he already established himself as a dynamic and multifaceted performer. His foundation is rooted in calypso. His vocal versatility allows him to seamlessly transcend genres, making him one of the most promising young artists of this generation. He's a grade 2 student at Savanata Private School. He has excelled academically while actively participating in extracurricular activities, music, football, swimming. He's dedicated to education and the performing arts, and he has an unwavering commitment to excellence. We're going to take a break and we're going to play for you one of his winning compositions. Yes, he has won more than one title. And when we come back, we'll have live in studio the reigning junior Calypso Monarch, the reigning junior Chutney Soca Monarch, Zayden Darius. We'll be right back.
Calypso sick in the hospital, Calypso dying. They say he ain't looking good at all. Some people start crying. At my age, between me and you, I don't know whether what they say is true, but I want all of them to know I would never stop singing Calypso. I'll emulate Mighty Duke and win 4 years in a row, and I go stand up like a little giant and sing fearless like Procuro. I'll take a page or two from Brother Marvin and Super Blue. I go sing Kaiso like King Luther and mash up party like IWER. Once I am alive, Calypso will survive, so you will have to worry about tomorrow. Calypso will survive. I go take it further than 90s Sparrow. Calypso will survive. As easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I pledge to keep Calypso alive.
Trinidad and Tobago, good morning again. I have royalty in the studio, as in junior royalty. Zayden Darius, our 2025 junior Calypso Monarch and 2025 junior Chutney Monarch. Zayden, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am fine.
You look amazing.
Because I am amazing.
Listen to me, he's a child after my own heart. He have talks too. He's a communication strategist. Let me say good morning to your mom, Tamika. Good morning. Zaydan, I've started reading your bio, and I know that music runs in your blood.
Yep.
Because you're the son of Tamika Darius, who was the 2023 National Calypso Queen and two-time National Calypso Monarch Finals, nephew of 2020 National Calypso Queen Makeda Darius. Your family, you're from a singing family. Was singing something you always loved as a baby child? Because you're still a child, so I can't even say as a child. At what age did you recognize, I want to sing, I love to sing, I want to do this?
Since I was in my mother's belly.
Since you're in the bed, since you're in the womb. No, that's fair. That's fair. How do you go about entering the stage? So I want to get into your mind. What is the first thing that comes to mind when you have to approach the stage? What's your thought pattern? What's your focus?
My focus is to just have fun.
To have fun. How much time, how long does it take for you to learn your lyrics?
About...
He actually worse than me, yeah, he learned in less than a day.
You see, Mama saying you're learning less than a day. No, that's good, which means he has a good memory.
Yeah.
You have a good memory. This is awesome. Junior Calypso Monarch. Who wrote your song?
The person who wrote my song is Mr. Morel Peters, King Luther.
King Luther. Tell everybody what's the name of your winning composition.
Calypso Will Survive.
When you were approached with the song, did you have a say in the lyrics? Did you choose the topic, or was it given to you to deliver?
It was given to me to deliver.
And what about it attracted you the most, that made you put all that passion into it? What about the lyrics excited you?
Well, it have a rumor going around that Calypso dying. So I basically am saying, once I am alive, Calypso will survive.
You put down a powerful, paw-raising, tear-filling performance, I'm telling you. And that Savannah, I witnessed it myself. I was just, wow. So there was no surprise. I don't think there's anyone under the sun who could have genuinely said that it wasn't a deserving win. It was well-deserved. And you play an instrument as well, which added to your performance, because when you started, I'm like, okay, let's see where this is going. Is this going to be an a cappella performance? And what impressed me as well, so kudos to the band, because people forget those on the sidelines.
Yes.
So kudos to the band, because they came in
Pick up.
on point. They did not miss anything. You delivered with such confidence. What keeps you going? What keeps you going? What keeps you buzzing?
The people from a long time who used to sing calypsos, they inspire me.
Who's your favorite? I know you share the same birthday with Lord Kitchener.
My favorite is Lord Kitchener.
Is Lord Kitchener. And look, you happen to be born on the same day with him. This is amazing. This is applaudable. And I am really grateful. I am sure your school is celebrating. Celebrating. Which school do you attend?
I attend Savannah Private School in Vistabella.
Oh, you're from South. Well, listen to me, that make the thing nicer, because I'm biased, you know, from South. I am biased. Yeah, the views of Wendy H. Lewis and the views of the station. Well, I were from South too, so we're from South. Tell me how we end up in Chutney too? You end up in the people Chutney?
Well, my mom said this year she wants me to enter everything, and I was okay with that. So she reached out to a guy called Arnold Jordan. He sings calypso, and he wrote a chutney for me, and he was playing all the instruments with his mouth, his hands.
Wow. Wow.
And then we took a lot of time preparing, and when there was a day, I did my best.
What? Listen to me. That is awesome. That is really awesome. So, young man, your mother said she wants you to enter everything. Yes?
Yes.
Absolutely nothing wrong with entering everything. The only person that have an issue with entering everything is Marshall, but that's a separate conversation that's coming up just now. At the end of the day, you have to strive for greatness. And you are definitely making a dent in the art form. You're young. How old are you?
I am 8 years old.
You are all of 8. 8 is the number of new beginnings. 8, I'm into numbers and I'm into numbers and colors. 8 is the number of new beginnings. This is just the beginning for you. So on behalf of Neil IWER George, who's the owner of this station, and every one of us here at Street 91.9 FM, we say a heartfelt congratulations to you.
Thank you.
For your accomplishments thus far. What's next for you? Carnival, Trinidad Carnival is over. What's next for you?
Want me to answer that?
Yes, please.
He wants his mama to answer. Come in, Tamika. What's
Right.
next?
So we don't stop.
We don't stop.
We don't stop. And I try my best not to limit him to just calypso.
Okay.
Right. So last year November we had our very first concert, Reflections, and planning is going to start from now.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a number of releases that we want to do prior to that. But Reflections, part 2.
The concert.
Yes.
So there's a concert coming up.
Yes.
When? Which month? You know which
November.
month? Oh, it's November. Yeah, we have to. And you see, the fact that it is in November and we're starting to plan from Ash Wednesday, that speaks volumes. Because a lot of times we get into things and there's not enough planning.
Not enough planning. Yes.
So November, give us. I could give you some advice on air.
Sure.
There's something called staggered marketing. So release your date quickly, so you can put out a safety date.
I always do that.
So that nothing, and put it out quicker because things starting to
People were
happen.
telling me that I am advertising too early. I'm like,
No.
oh,
Staggered marketing
Yes.
works. Save the date, whatever date in November it is. So even the other promoters that are planning things will know, this little boy have a little concert coming up here. He has done so much for this season. This is going to be mega. So we have zero desire to clash
Yes.
with him.
And Reflections was amazing. Zayden sang 12 songs.
Wow.
12.
I couldn't catch myself after.
Well, I could imagine. So, how we don't want to leave out education.
Yes.
How is he? How are you balancing school and music?
Well, I have a schedule that I follow.
Okay. Well, excuse me. So
A
you
very
have
strict one.
very strict ones. So when it's time for education, it's time for education. And when it's time to sing, it's time to sing. And when it's time for education, I can't call you. Auntie Wendy can't call you to
Funny
go
enough.
nowhere.
He would be doing his schoolwork and singing. He playing football and singing. Everything he does,
Yeah,
he
because
incorporates singing.
you know it's a kingdom principle. Your
Yes.
gifts make room for you.
Yes.
So this is definitely your gift. And what are your thoughts? And this I'm deliberately eliminating Mama now. What are your thoughts? What are you going to do with those winnings? As a junior calypso monarch, what is your first prize?
$25,000.
25,000 TT. Yeah, you see, Mommy say you're talking, so say it loud in the mic.
$25,000.
$25,000. I know you have to be guided because you're 8, but what are your thoughts about your prize? What do you think should happen with that prize money?
Well, I could buy some performing clothes.
Yes.
I could buy a new shoe.
Yes. So your wardrobe, so you have to invest in yourself because it came from the craft. Very good. And I know while the mommy will know about the contractual side of things and who need to get blessed and who don't need to get blessed. But I like the fact that you did something for you with it. Yes. What's the first prize for the chutney monarch that you won?
We're not sure
Junior.
about that.
We're not sure.
I'm not sure yet.
What do you mean you're not sure? What?
We're not sure.
They didn't tell us yet.
Okay, wait. So now the conversation get very different. Kyle, get me the chutney tune. Get me the chutney tune in the background. So you entered a competition and you don't know what the first prize is?
Yes.
They didn't say anything.
Okay, so you entered for the love of chutney.
For the love of chutney.
And it's my first time.
Actually, what's the reason for singing the chutney again?
The reason for singing the chutney is because you wanted me to enter every single competition.
And for Reflections, Caitlin Sultan, she did a calypso together with him, which was
Right.
Marshall's I Love My Country.
Right.
And Caitlin fell in love with calypso. She wanted to sing calypso so bad, so they kind of switch up. So this year she sang a calypso and
He sang a
he did
chutney.
a chutney. Yeah, so they were both in competition. They placed first and second in South, first and second in chutney.
Is it?
Yes.
What I am honored today. We ready there, Kyle? Let's take in a bit of your chutney winning composition. What's the name of the song?
The name of the song is Melody of Chutney.
Melody of Chutney. We'll be right back. Background, the voice of Zaydan Darius, 2025 Junior School National Chutney Monarch. Listen to the versatility.
Yes.
A complete switch.
A complete switch, and he didn't have to. The thing is, it's like he came ready-made. So you don't.
Your womb was definitely blessed. I am so impressed. I love them both.
Yeah.
I love them both. I didn't witness the Junior Chutney Monarch competition, but from what I saw online,
Yeah.
well deserved. Well deserved. School is tomorrow?
Yes.
Back to school tomorrow.
To school.
Yep.
Back to school tomorrow. If you have to give one of your peers in school some advice about the art form based on your experiences over the years, what would you say to them?
Like, if you want to do something in life and somebody says, no, you're going to be trash, you're not going to do that, you can't do that. Don't listen to them and just do what you want to do, because those are not your parents. The only people you listen to are your parents.
So you've always had support from your parents. Have you ever had anything negative said to you that made you wonder or cause you to have to like deflect and say, okay, I'm not listening to that, I'm staying focused?
No.
So you just loved all over? You said, listen, Trinidad and Tobago, you need to be in this studio to see this young man. Literally. Okay, do you think you'll be able to write your own composition one day?
Yeah.
You think so? What do you think you need to do to start to write your own composition?
I need to learn from a writer.
Learn from a writer. That's good. Because I always say, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, you teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. You're an amazing performer. Your confidence level is extremely high. You're very focused on stage. Because I look at all these, so I look at all these things from years of performing as well. Black Stallion taught me how to use the stage. And when I look at performers, I look to see if they know how to use the stage or if they're just performing
He definitely knows.
And you definitely learned a few things. Who are some of the people who would have contributed to your success for this season in particular?
Producers, writers.
Oh, well, my producers, which are Atto Williams and
Hey,
Kyle,
Atto, good morning, Atto. Yes, I know Atto.
and Kyle Peters.
Okay. Hey. Which one did Atto do?
He did the 3 songs,
And Kyle?
Both of them. Did.
both of them.
Both of them worked on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kyle is the son of legendary producer, arranger Kenny Phillips.
No, Kyle Peters.
Oh,
Kyle
Peters.
Peters.
I take that back quickly, swiftly, quickly, and swiftly. Kyle Peters,
Yeah.
not Kyle Phillips.
Not
Okay,
Kyle
wrong
Peters,
Kyle.
Kyle Peters.
But the two Kyles are just as good.
Amazing.
Yes, the two Kyles are just as
And the
good.
writers.
And your writers.
And my
I know Luther did
writers.
your Calypso Monarch.
Yeah, well, King Luther,
Uh-huh.
Arnold Jordan,
Arnold.
Shaft,
Yeah.
Okay, so which song did Shaft do?
Sharp did the
Soca.
Oh, you entered Soca as well?
Yes.
He plays third in his
This
You came third in junior. So, but Shaft just on a roll, huh? Shaft is just literally, Jason Shaft Bishop, good morning. He is literally on a roll with this season.
Yeah.
He has managed to be a part of almost every single win. Prolific writer. He was honored on Carnival Friday. Yes, he was honored. Marshall Montano would have honored him. And Kitch, as in Kitchener's son, who
Colonel,
we call Kitch, but it's Colonel, would have done the presentation for his years of 20 years of writing. So we say congratulations also to Jason Shaft Bishop on a season well, overly well deserved. Yeah. So you're doing well, man, Zayden.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I know in everything we give God thanks to because He's the one that blessed you with your amazing talent. Is there anybody you would like to collaborate with? Have you ever done a collaboration? No, never done a one. Is that something?
Only with my friend Keaton for the concert.
Ah, okay. Is that something you will consider going forward, or you're quite comfortable where you are for now?
I forgot something.
You go right ahead. This is your time.
But me and my mom also do duets together, so yeah, that too.
You all do, oh.
Yeah, we do. Well, we used to do it every Sunday until it started to get really busy. So every Sunday we choose. It was mostly gospel,
Right.
and we would duet it and post on social.
So is this part of the concert? You're doing a duet for the
We
concert?
did lots of duets for the concert. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, we started off with the prayer.
Oh, nice. And this concert is going to be in South, I would hope.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, 'cause
Naparima
I was
Boys
about to
Auditorium.
cancel the entire interview if it was not in South. I'm a South girl. I'm a South girl. Yeah. So you choose your venue already?
Naparima Bowl.
So it's Naparima Bowl, nice.
Yeah.
And it's sometime in November. So I have to watch November in the corner of my eye because this is something I would love to attend and I will attend. Zayden, congratulations once again.
Thank
What are
you.
your closing comments?
I think I already said it.
Thank you.
You tell me what you want to close the program off by saying.
Thank you for all the support and love you.
We love you too. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We appreciate you. So Auntie Wendy's going to give you some advice because this is what the program is about in terms of pouring into the young entertainers and the artists because I've been in entertainment for over 3 decades. I've seen a lot, heard a lot, been a part of a lot, and I'm watching how it's transitioning. So my advice to you will be to stay humble, stay focused, put your education and certification first, and top it all off with not forgetting that there's somebody bigger than you, and that's the big G God.
Amen.
Yes?
Yes.
So I wish you all the best.
Thank
We're going to
you.
take a break. We're going to play one of Zayden's songs in the background because I have to get my photo up. Up in here. Okay? Let's play anything from Zayden, the chutney, the other competition. And we have your Soca Monarch as well, so don't worry. We'll play all of that. We'll be right back.
I'm coming on fire, yes, as a tan I ready. Watch it when I break the stage. Happy people in a race. See me don't never done. Always something to have fun. Organize a steady ride so that it will never die. Flag the flag, let's come the sea. Hand the mantle onto me happily as we take chutney to the Grammy. So when I put on my gungu roti and turban, it's inside me the melody of the chutney. When I tell you to jump and wave up your hand, it's inside me the melody of the chutney. When the tom-tom play, I just break away. When the taska roll, I just lose control. Representing we, sweet La Trinity, so give me chutney. Oh, give me chutney. Ah, oh, oh.
It's your girl Anika Berry, the sweetest berry, representing for Wendy on the Calabash Corner. Somebody say so sweet.
They say Calypso sick in the hospital. Calypso dying. They say he ain't looking good at all. Some people start crying. At my age, between me and you, I don't know what they say is true. But I want all of them to know I would never stop singing Calypso. I'll emulate Mighty Duke and win 4 years in a row. And I go stand up like a little giant and sing fearless like Croco. I'll take a page or two from Brother Marvin and Super Blue. I go sing Kaiso like King Luther and mash up party like IWER. Once I am alive, Calypso will survive. So you will have to worry about tomorrow. Calypso will survive.
Yes, Trinidad and Tobago, we want to say a heartfelt thank you to Zaid and Darius, who would have graced us with his presence as the Junior Calypso Monarch 2025, Junior School Chutney Monarch 2025, and he placed third in the Junior Soca Monarch. We had an amazing interview, and as promised, we have with us Philip Murray, who you know in the Calypso world as Black Sage. Black Sage, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
How are you this morning?
I am all right.
And I'm very impressed. I'm looking at your bio. 4 times extempo champion. You're a published author, poet, and playwright. Vintage Calypso artist, songwriter, actor, and parandero. This is all very interesting. I am very proud to see all of this. You even starred in plays like The Probe, sing the chorus, 10 to 1.
Players sing the chorus with all Gibbon and Canbully Productions.
Yes, 10 to 1.
You know, and even in the primary school, you were in theater, you know. So this goes way back.
And I'm seeing Roaring 70s. I'm a child of the 70s.
That was by Zeno Constance.
Zeno. Okay, great.
The activities of the Roaring 70s. Again, it was put on by Roll Gibbon and the Creative Arts Center UE.
Awesome.
Myself, David Dero, the crooner, we acted in that one.
So tell me, where did the root of your extempo greatness stem from before we go into the win?
Well, I was always a writer. I got a 1 in English in St. James Secondary School. I always used to write poetry. You know, but and writing poetry, I mean, you must get a facility with rhyme and so on. And there was a time when there were only 2 extempo parties, which were the Superior Twins.
Right.
And then somebody decided to revise extempo, and they opened it in Vela Coup, the Oleard in Queen Saul, for the traditional mass of the Creative Arts Center put on there. And I went, and my summit played the Africa there. I met Gypsy there. Short Fans was there.
Okay.
Quite a few of us were there. And when they picked the finalists for the competition in Savannah, I came fourth because I made short pants in my semi-final. And the second wedding man can just wipe the floor the savannah with me. I get so much fatigue. Get me my brain still now. And from the day I say I still keep it up with it and I continue. And I happen to be the first man to ever beat Gypsy in Extempo final.
Ah.
You know?
Well, you know, Gypsy kind of hard to beat at times.
He's not kind of hard. He's difficult to beat. But we have learned so much from him that on any good night, if you have a good night, you could stand up to him, and if he does not have such a good night, you might be able to beat him. You know, so I was twice lucky in that respect. But in Extempo, sometimes you do have a good night. You do have a night when you're on song and everything working in your favor.
Right.
But it did this year, 2025.
Your finals were against Brian London.
Yeah, Brian London. He's very good. He's one of the guys who beat Gypsy as well.
And tell me what happens in the mind of someone who's singing Extempo, because you can't premeditate anything, you can't rehearse anything. These words have to literally come off the cuff. What's your mental space like? Because I can just imagine. Well,
so when an Extempo, you have to sing 5 or 6 songs. Every song must be a hit, meaning it must be impactful to the judges, to the audience, you could reach that final. Right. So when you reach that final now, you are well rehearsed. And where I am, what fell into my favor now, when Brian London and Gypsy walked off the stage, you were hugging up one another now.
Right.
And I said, up here, you're getting ammunition, starting with that.
Right.
And I started with that. Well, he gave me that piece of ammunition to start with. And then, well, that kind of phased him too, and then we went down the road 6 verses. Pick on how you dress, how you look, what you do. If he gives me ammunition, I will use it.
Right.
And in this case, he did give me ammunition. I didn't give him much.
So it's about actually being very observant.
And I used it. Huh?
You were very observant.
But you have to be observant. You have to watch what he's wearing. You have to watch his shoes if he polishes them. You have to watch everything because he's watching at you.
True.
He's watching at you. And the Brian man is not an easy performer. If you give him the lead and he gets in stride, he will beat you.
Yeah, he's good as well. Yes.
Gypsy found out to his spirit when he was before Brian London in our final. Brian is very good, very articulate, very intelligent. So again, to fight Brian, you have to be on song.
What advice would you give to anyone who's interested in Extempo?
You read.
Read.
You read, you listen to the news, all the news, you listen to CNN, you listen to Fox News, you listen to BBC News, you listen to TTT and all our local stations. But most of all, you read the papers and you read books, novels, poetry. I've got some great poetry of the English language. Sometimes I will go to some good poems. Sometimes I'll put them to song. But in reading, you get a facility with the word. The written word, and you get a facility with rhyming patterns.
Right.
There's a book I could recommend to young people who want to get in. It's a book named Merriam-Webster's Rhyming Dictionary.
Say that again?
Merriam-Webster's Rhyming Dictionary.
Merriam-Webster Rhyming Dictionary. Okay.
Yes, that book has anything single rhyme you could think about. It's there in that book. You will find that some words are easier to rhyme and some words are difficult to rhyme. So when you get the experience, you keep away from the more difficult words.
Right.
And you make your things as simple, as understandable as possible.
You know, I really...
you always try to establish that impact with your audience. What you say must be witty, humorous, and it must make sense.
I agree. I mean, this is one of the best pieces of advice I'm hearing coming out of this season, because there were a lot. But this is one, and the reason why I say that is because we have a lot of young people want to get involved in the art form, and they think it's something that you can just jump in and jump out, and it's not something that you need. You have to study your craft. You have to get a better understanding of what is required to become. And you've said it perfectly in terms of especially the reading, and not just reading and listening to local news, but regionally and internationally, because you can never tell what topic you will pull.
You will never also put it to sing on Putin or Trump or you know, the guy from Trudeau.
Yeah.
Or Irfan from Guyana.
Wow.
Think about the dispute in Guyana and Venezuela. Think about the Ukraine war. These are topics that just might come, you never know. And you don't prepare for an example fighter, but you keep an open mind. It's only reading, you did all the reading, you're reading. Your mind is, as they say, a part conscious, part subconscious. The greater part of your mind is subconscious. So when you get a topic now, right away things start coming, impressions, ideas, you know, things start coming, rhymes start coming, lines start coming, words start coming, and you selectively choose what you believe will be most effective.
So the key from what I'm hearing
has a lot to do with it.
What I'm hearing as well, the key to being successful at the art form, when you do all your reading and your researching, whatever topic comes out the hat will be familiar to you.
It should be.
Should be.
And where wit comes in, even if it is not familiar to you, or it is a difficult topic, you must handle it in a witty manner. You can tell the audience you don't know what this topic is about, you know, but it's how you do it.
Correct.
And how you say it. You know, sometimes they will, once I think King Soul, God bless his name, he got a topic called the Prophet of Sisyphus.
Lord have mercy.
So that's a beautiful topic. I don't think he did classical literature. He will know that in classical literature, the Prophet of Sisyphus was this person cursed with pushing a boulder up a hill, and the boulder will roll down again, and he had to push it up again. But in Trinidad, the Prophet of Sisyphus was President Carmona. That was his calypso name.
Right.
And the poor guy, he didn't know, and he had the audience laughing because they knew he didn't know. You know, and King Soul fumbled through that whole topic, and it was quite humorous.
So you can switch.
So you have to have an understanding of things.
This is awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you
2025 Extempo King.
Yes.
I really wanted to applaud some of our winners. You know, we definitely could not have had everyone, but we tried to get as much as we could. What's next for you as the Extempo King? You've been balancing Calypso and Extempo. So as the reigning Extempo King, what happens next? Is there anything else that happens as it relates to Extempo for the rest of the year? Or is it that, you know...
Well, usually we have the Extemporama, some win Calypso History Month.
Right,
like
so that's October, November.
2 years, we would go to the Cayman Island Storytelling Festival and do Extempo. I don't know if you invite me this year, but, you know, we're supposed to go 1 or 2 places, which may be in the cards, but I can't pronounce on them right now. But for the most part, I will just, you know, enjoy my little 1 year that God gives me. And prepare my songs for next year because I do straight Calypso as well.
Okay.
And just try to keep the quality alive as much as possible, with love and a lot of respect for it, because it's just a beautiful art form, a beautiful culture, this Calypso we have. It may be seeing some changes, but we know it will never die.
Correct.
It will always live on. There's a lot of interest from the youth. I mean, the young junior monarchs, as long as he's singing Calypso, it will never die.
Never die, as long as he's alive.
Interest.
Yeah.
And we will always look forward to next year Carnival, to having a good defense of the title, and also to put in a good song out there in the market for people to enjoy.
And that is applaudable as well. One question before we get some closing comments. I know you're a writer. Do you sing your own compositions always?
I write my own songs, sing my own songs. I've been doing it since school days.
So you've never sung a composition from anybody else?
Nah, and I wouldn't do that. I had too much song home days.
Wow. No, this is applaudable because I was just saying to Zaydan.
You know.
Yeah.
So I know how to put together my melodies and so on. And I like to challenge myself to a topic, to write a topic.
Right.
To put a little humor, a little wit. You find these days they pick a lot of joyless songs in the competition. In fact, people write songs for competition and for the judge. I write songs for entertainment.
Right.
To entertain the people. It's a little humor in it to make people laugh.
And you were in a tent this year?
Which
tent were you in this year?
I was in Kaiso Dynasty.
Kaiso Dynasty.
The name of my song was T.I.T. You could go back and listen to it anytime live at the tent. I think WAC Radio has it. You all should have it with some opening night or some nights when you all were here.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I attended. And I think I attended the Clash as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I like to write them kind of songs. Some people like to write educational songs. Nothing wrong with that. I prefer to write entertaining songs, and you could mix it.
And do you write for others?
No. Nobody. If they ask me, I will. But nobody asks, and I don't go rushing to write for people and
nice.
so on. I will write and sing nothing.
Okay.
If they ask me for a song, I will give somebody a song. It's no problem with that.
This is really good. I really appreciate your contribution in terms of some of the advice you would have given and how you broke down your journey in extempo. I really appreciate it. Any closing comments? Because we are going to play your song as soon as we close off the interview. So any closing comments?
Well, in competition, and a lot goes with lucky. I was lucky this year. One Gypsy Voice was hoarse. As you're well known, Gypsy Voice was good. He would be a formidable adversary. Right? I got nice topics. I mean, the topic I got was doubles and Beanie Man. I mean, that's an interesting topic that evoke a lot of humor from the audience.
Right.
You know, I got the steel band who I want to win for Panorama. So they were topics that sort of fell into my lap.
Awesome.
And on the night I was on song, I was ready for them in a kind of...
Right.
So everything transpired to give me a good showing, and I'm glad to have been successful in this showing. And we hope next year again we'll have a next beautiful show, as this year we had a lovely show.
Yes, indeed it was. Quick question.
Yeah.
When you took part in the Calypso Monarch competition, were you judged during the 10th?
I did. I was at the semi-finals. Again, you could watch my performance at the semi-finals. TIT, watch the other performances. And, you know, you will judge for yourself.
Right.
The judges choose other songs besides mine. I have to pay respect to the judges and their integrity and so on. But I believe my song was very good. And if you listen to my semi-final performance, you'll be able to form your own judgments.
Awesome.
I always try to give them a good song.
Thank you so much, Black Sage, for joining us here on the Calabash Corner at Street 91.9 FM. We are going to take a listen to his contribution for 2025. Keep it locked. We will be right back. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You.
Let's go, drummer. Is an abbreviation. It just means this is Trinbago. We are a very beautiful nation where some curious things do occur. We are the land of Pan and Calypso. We love culture, so we say. But if you listen to our radio, Pan and Calypso hardly play. Remember when we couldn't get vaccine? Government critics, now they blab. But when thousands of vaccine come in themselves, refusing to take the jab. When I sit and ponder them funny scenario, Lord, I just wonder, is you put me so? And I just remember how the country does go. Lord, I just say, oh, this is Trinbago, we love her so. Lion, lion, lion. We have the most holidays ever, but if one falls on a Monday, to make a long weekend longer, we don't want to work that Friday. We just take serious situation and joke about it when we lime. If I laugh until woman have an abortion, we laugh and say she trying to fight crime. We just still run across the highway. Although they build a walk over right there, we will walk in front of motor car and tell the driver, bounce me now, sit and ponder them funny scenario. Lord, I just wonder, is you put me so? Then I just remember how this country does go. Lord, I just say, ooh, this is Trinbago. We love hustle. Lie, 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 lie. They say our society racial. That is not so. If you recall, a big P&M woman jump a wall and storm pan the funeral. And when we eating, we roti and doubles. We do business with race at all. Indian doubles, vendors in trouble. If Africans boycott their stall, we love to boast how P&M is a big African party. But the black members have no problem. Now their leader is a Chinese. When I sit and ponder for this scenario, Lord, I just wonder, is you put me so? And I just remember how this country does go. Lord, I just say, ooh, this is Trinbago. We love her so. Nine, 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 nine. Nine, nine, nine. Our leaders, they are hilarious. One gave us this piece of advice: ride a bicycle, cook on coal pots if you can't afford the gas price. The opposition does ball for murder, anything the government do. But when you give them a chance in power, them do the same thing too. A P&M minister went beat him. They kick dirty water on them. But you could bet your life next election, beat him still voting. When I sit and ponder them for this scenario, Lord, I just wonder, is you put me so.
Okay, Trinidad and Tobago, that would have been Philip Murray, Black Sage, with his 2025 Calypso contribution, TIT. We are getting ready to go into the segment where we review events for 2025 Carnival. I really hope you all had a safe one. I hope you enjoyed yourself to the max, all the events that you would have attended. You know, it was seemingly a long season, which has come to an end technically. So the numbers to call are 342-0081 and 466-5391. 342-0081 and 466-5391. The lines will be open shortly. These are the events that we will be discussing. Now, please, these are the events we will be discussing. You cannot call to discuss an event that is not on the agenda. There were at least 50 events this weekend, and I said at least. It's humanly impossible for us to go through all the events. The first event that I will get into is Panorama 2025. And the first thing I want to say, thank you. A heartfelt thank you to Mrs. Beverly Ramsey Moore, the president of Pan Trinbago, for a panorama well executed from semis to finals throughout. We are grateful. I would have attended the semis, and of course the finals would have clashed with some other events that we had. And at the end of the day, we must give thanks where it is due. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we have the official results that would have taken place, and congrats to Republic Bank Exodus. Congrats to them. Of course, we know in the medium category, we had results from Tobago, we had results from Trinidad. Thank you to everyone who would have contributed to Steel Pan in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm a South girl, so yeah. I'm grateful for Skiffle, who would have placed as well in the finals. I'm really grateful. From the semis, I was like really, yeah, Skiffle did well. Yeah, I'm biased, I'm from South, so the views of Wendy H. Lewis aren't necessarily the views of Street 91.9 FM. But I, Wendy H. Lewis, I'm a South girl, and I really appreciated the contribution from Skiffle. So thank you to Junior Regrello and their team. Also, Fontclair, I am a supporter. Unfortunately, they didn't make it to the finals. But thank you to all the South Band, Superior, Deltons as well, everybody. Thank you so much. Panorama was clean and crisp. To my dear friend, Jason Shaft Bishop, who would have been the writer behind the winning song, the second place, the third place, I think is the 5th and 6th. Jason Shaft Bishop, who would have written a few of the songs, included Voices, Two Own Way, Marshall's song as well, and so many others for the season. We're going to have a special segment where we honor those behind the scenes, the people that you don't see, the people that you don't hear, the people that do the designing in the background, the writers, the producers, those who do the mastering. We're going to have a moment where we talk about those people, and I don't want to just give a snippet today, but I want to have a program that is dedicated to those behind the scenes in the art form. So that would have been your Panorama 2025. Congratulations to every single winner. Every single winner. You all are amazing. I don't play pan. I cannot play pan. So I'm always grateful. Somebody's asking for the actual results. Okay, I'm going to run through this quickly. In 15th position, there was NLCB Buccaneers Steel Orchestra. They played Dotish. 14th, Heritage Petroleum Superior Deltones Betme. 13, NLCB Fontclair, Two Own Way. 11, this is, let me make sure this is the results from the Sunday, from the semi-finals. Yes, this is what was asked for. So before we go into the finals. So Fontclair would have placed 13, Starlift 11, tied with Desperados. There was a tie as well for 9. That was Tropical Angel Harps and Redemption Sound. Then we had Shell Invaders 8th. Massey All-Stars came in 7. Nutrient Silver Stars 6. Phase 2 and Heritage Skifflebond tied for 4th. We had First Citizen Supernovas 3rd. BP Renegade 2nd. And Exodus did top the semis as well. And then, of course, you know, for the finals, Exodus reigned supreme yet again. Congratulations. I have a lot of people who really supported Exodus. So thank you so much for the Panorama results. And we're going to take a break and we're going to come back. We will close with Road March. We will close with Road March. We have one more event. We'll be right back.
Everybody dies, but not everybody lives. There's a dash between your birth and goodbye. You have the power to change all that's negative. Your limits are way beyond the skies. Women in shadows suppressed, yearning to rise, to be their best men judged by traditions. Their spirits are so confined, seeking a world where their hearts align. Ambition wins the prize, so before you close your eyes, live your life. Do your best, life is a test. Shift your mindset, live your life. Set your goals, achieve your goals before you have regrets. Live your life. Do your best, life is a test. Shift your mindset, live your life. Set your goals, achieve your goals before you close your eyes. You got no time to waste. Time is now. It's one life to live. Get up, shake a leg. Faith without words is dead. You got no time to waste. Time is now. It's one life to live. Get up, shake a leg. Faith without words is dead. Everybody dies, but not everybody lives. A statement so true it must resonate. I know for a fact there's more that you can get. Believe in you and change your mindset. Hey, statistics don't have to last. I believe in you and not your past. Your yesterday has gone. There's better choices to make. Your future's now and it's at stake. Don't make the same mistake before it's too late to live your life. Do your best, life is a test. Shift your mindset, live your life. Set your goals, achieve your goals before you have regrets. Live your life. Do your best, life is a test. Shift your mindset, live your life. Set your goals, achieve your goals before you close your eyes. Faith without words is dead. You got no time to waste.
Time is now.
It's one like too late. Get up, shake a leg. Faith without words is dead. Everybody dies, but not everybody lives. Blind to potential, we walk in our days. Living on autopilot and trapped in our maze. Change is the answer.
It's your girl Anika Berry, the sweetest berry, representing for Wendy on the Calabash Corner. Somebody say so sweet.
Trinidad and Tobago, we are ready. We are going to review Kyrie Breakfast Is. You know, I got so many different reviews for so many different events that took place over the weekend, and we just had to choose one. So please don't kill me if your event was not up for review. Kyrie had Breakfast Is at the stadium, Carnival Sunday. And let me just remind you guys of the criteria when we are looking at events. And the purpose of reviewing events are twofold. One, well, actually probably threefold. Initially, the patrons would like to attend the events, and some of the events they haven't attended before. A review helps. This is what would have gone right. This is what could have been done better. This is what should not have been done. Is this something that I would want to attend based on geographical location, based on what is on offer? Is it value for money? All these things. So it's for the benefit of the patrons and also the benefit of the promoters so that they can understand as well what could have been done differently. How can you please your target audience? And at the end of the day, improve your brand. So the criteria that we use: location, which includes parking, entry, ease of access, customer service, food, where applicable, bar, drinks, security, including parking attendants, the sound. That is a big one. It includes the DJs, the mic men or mic women, host, engineer, choice of artists, if applicable, because there are events that just have a DJ, whether you got value for money, and extras. Extras meaning, was there a 2-for-1 special on arrival? Did you get a cup, a bandana, a souvenir item? And generally speaking, what was the ambience like? And when we did the review, well, all sorts came in. For Kyrie, Kyrie was an amazing event from all the information we would have received. The ambience, the entrance, the value for money, the entertainment, and Carnival Sunday morning. After people are looking for events to attend after Panorama, and they get to choose whichever breakfast party. And Kyrie has been a staple in the industry for quite some time. So to Richard and the entire crew at Kyrie, thank you so much for what seemingly was an amazing Carnival Sunday breakfast event. So on behalf of the executive of Kyrie people, they're saying thank you as well for attending. And they had a series of events throughout the season, but we weren't able to review all of the events, but we're happy to review Breakfast Is, which was their Carnival Sunday event. And based on the information that we would have tallied, they got a 9 out of 10. So that is really good. We give them a round of applause for their event. And yes, okay. I know they say Carnival is Bacchanal and Bacchanal is Carnival and all these different type of things. Something interesting is brewing. Something interesting is happening. And what I want to do right now is, you know what? Give me a road march contender. You all notice all I said was give me a road march contender. So give me a road march contender. Road march, road march, road march. We had 2 main horses in the race. Give me anyone.
Stems.
Carried by Ian Antonio Alvarez, the Viking. We know him as Bungie Garland. Let Carried play.
Magic that comes down from the grassroots. Yes, I'm from a place where soca there resounding power. You could feel anytime, any hour, sunshine or shower. You will feel it anywhere you look, and it read like a storybook. I come from when ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when safe, safe ground, shaking like an earthquake. But everyone was fine, it was when hot girl wine. We used to say the downtown massive and the uptown massive with no fences to separate. And it was like a rite of passage when your clothes get damaged, just you start fretting by the gate. Then time did the ground, we used to carry it. We used to carry it up and down, we did carry it. We used to carry it when the flag, we did carry it. We used to carry it when the bar, we did carry it. We used to carry it, Marabella had it, and Santa Cruz had it, Pinto had it, Palo Seco had it, and Nancy Shell had it, Chola File had it, and Maraca had it, and everywhere, hands in the air there now. Hand up in the air, hand up in the air, hands in the air now. Hand up in the air, hand up in the air, hands in the air now. Hand up in the air, hand up in the air, hands in the air now. Hand up in the air, hand up in the air. Them and the laws of the ghetto did say make sure nothing else ain't echo but sound. Big CEO and management team used to leave work to make sure that they touch ground. Big flag fluffing all over like wind. Chocolate baby jumping with light skin. Them time a man drop a tune 2 weeks into carnival and take away everything. Them
Yes, Carriot, definitely a front runner in the road march race for 2025. Definitely a front runner. And here comes the next front runner, Dr. Marshall Jesus Montano, 2025 Chutney Soca Monarch, with his contribution Party. We'll be back to assess.
So tell everybody, and let's get it started. Hey, hey, I'm telling you, all work and no play, me say, no way. We don't want no butter that I need a stress reliever. 2 drinks in the hand and a girl in the middle. That's the one we need to find, the middle. For the sake of peace of mind, so the middle of the road is where you'll find me and my friend and them, because we work so hard all week. We deserve a party. We deserve it. Say we deserve it. Yeah, we deserve it. Tell all your friends and them. Tell all the girls and them. Bring all your friends and them. And let's get it started. I say, oh yo, all soca must take a jump, and like we started by the jump, like we started by the jump. Party on the road is a party on the road. Light it up, bring the shots and light it up. Party on the road is a party on the road. Look at times in the back, watch my canal in the front. Party on the road is a party on the road. Everybody on the road, so let me see your hands up in the air, wave them up in the band. People from everywhere, welcome down to the land of the party. We love to party. Oh yo, 'cause life is to be living, so we living it. And thanks is to be given, so we giving it. So don't be late, the truck and them can't wait. We have things to celebrate. I'm telling you, hard work without the smart work, it now work. We don't want no matter that I need a liquor breeder. 2 days on the road with some jam in the middle. That's the one we need to find, the middle. For the sake of peace of mind, so the middle of the road is where you'll find me and my friend and them, because we work so hard all week. We deserve a party. We deserve it. Say we deserve it. Yeah, we deserve it. Tell all your friends and them. Tell all the girls and them. Bring all your friends and them. And let's get it started. I say, oh yo, all soca must take a jump, and like we started by the jump, like we started by the jump. Party on the road is a party on the road. Light it up, bring the shots and light it up. Party on the road is a party on the road. Look at times in the back, watch my canal in the front. Party on the road is a party on the roadway. 'Cause every party on the roadway. Oh Lord, we work so hard every week, we deserve a party.
Trinidad and Tobago. So I played Carry It by one of the front runners, Bungie Garlin. I played Party by the next front runner, Dr. Marshall Jesus Montano. And everyone has been asking, Wendy, what is your view? Wendy, what is your view? Wendy, you are also a judge. Now, let me make it very clear. I am not a road march judge. I did not judge road march. I've never judged road march. I do not judge road march. But I am a certified judge. I am also a member of TUCO, and I understand some things. So let's get things into perspective here, because everybody has a view and everybody has a preference. And I do believe we're very passionate people. I don't want to say oversensitive all the time, but we're very passionate people. And over the years, you would have your favorite. You would have a song that you like, you would have a song that you love, you'll have a song that you're comfortable with on the road, and you'll also have songs that not that you dislike the song, but you just prefer something else. Now, both Bungie Garlin and Marshall Montano are veterans in the business. They've been around quite some time. They have made extensive contributions. The two songs are two fair front runners. Now, the views of Wendy H. Lewis aren't necessarily the views of Street 91.9 FM. But I want to say this clearly. I will give my personal view, and the lines will be open 342-0081-466-5391. So this is what would have occurred. So the songs have been playing in parties. I've been to everything possible. I haven't had a night rest, literally, because I've been literally doing a lot, managing, hosting, announcing, the rest of it. And the both songs have been playing, neck on neck. The both songs have been playing. In terms of what took place over the weekend, so you would have had where the kids get to choose songs. So the kids, Adam Smith Choir and Junior Calypso, Junior Carnival Parade, the Junior Parade, etc., that would have contributed in terms of the favorites for the kids. And I am telling you, from being in both locations, in terms of being on the road and you're hearing from people, the juniors, the kids love the party. Kids love party. Kids like to carry it as well. Let's fast forward to Carnival Monday and Tuesday. More so Tuesday. And I'm saying more so Tuesday because the drama would have started when a judge did an interview. I want to address that bit first. I am also, for those of you all who may not be aware, I'm also a certified protocol officer and I am a certified judge. So I understand the morals and ethics, and there are things you simply don't allow to happen. I'm also a member of the media, as you can obviously tell. In defense of the media, interviews don't just happen unless it's a case of you see one of the artists, and I would use Bungie and Marshall as the examples. You might see Bungie or Marshall coming out of an event, and you might say, excuse me, Bungie, I could just get a word, or excuse me, Marshall, what you thought of? That happens. So I'm not saying that that does not happen. That happens. This is not the case with what I'm about to play, because I'm going to play the interview. I don't want to tell you what I heard because I want you to get tone. The judge in question is wearing a TUCO polo. It does not say judge. I need Trinidad and Tobago and everybody who's listening to hear me well. It did not say judge. So the Johnny Cochran question would then be, how did the media know that she was a judge in the first place? So I would assume a conversation, a request was made prior, because it's not easy to identify her as a judge unless she was wearing her pass and the media would have seen the pass and said, okay, you're a judge, can we have a word? If that took place, and I'm choosing my words carefully, the judge in question should have declined to comment. As a judge, you should not, you're not, and I want to defend TUCO a little bit, because we've had judges training. I have participated in the judges training, and judges aren't supposed to be speaking to the media, especially prior to final results. However, I want to pause, play the interview, and then I will revisit, and then we will... Trinidad and Tobago, listen to me. I can't read the 800 and something stuff that's coming up here. I want to play the interview, I need you all to be unbiased, and I need you to listen to every single word in the interview. Then I will return, and then we will play the response from Fay-Ann Lyons Alvarez as she responded to the actual interview a couple hours later. Let's hear this interview.
One of the judges for the road match this year. I would say, thus far, it's good. My name is Samantha Richards. I am one of the judges for the road match this year. I would say, thus far, it's good. It's been years I have partaken in carnival, so, it's still a little bit strange to me, but I like what I'm seeing. Just as she said that the time and stuff, they could work on that because we have been here since 8. So the time and thing would be a good thing to work on. Also, as we said just so that Marshall is in the league right now, Bungie Garland right behind him. So we're looking forward to wrapping up and delivering that great news to you all as to who would be the road match champion this year, but it's probably looking like it's Marshall. So I also got news from someone from Porterfield said that he's also up there. So the people seem to be loving the party. And honestly, I like it.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago. So first and foremost, the person said, I am one of the judges for the road march this year. She did not say that she was a tabulator. This is what she said, that she is one of the judges for the road march this year. So as I would have mentioned previously, as a judge, you should not be speaking to the media in that capacity. The other thing I would highlight as well, seeing that we're dealing with this interview, they can work on the time. Now, nothing is really perfect. If you are part of something and there's an error in judgment, or let's say something started late, or whatever the issue is, this is me personally, I am not one to air dirty linen in public. I would not have an interview and say that. I would probably have a conversation with somebody in Tuco and say, you know what, I would have been a judge this year, and one of the things I want to address is XYZ ABC. This is just Wendy H. Lewis's personal view. She then said, and I'm quoting verbatim, Marshall is in the lead right now. Now watch Bungie Garland right behind him. Those words aren't the issue. The issue for John Public is the fact that it came from a judge. But it's a conversation that takes place year in, year out. So who leading? Who leading? Who you like? And then bear in mind, road march is not judged at one particular place. We have South Point, 14 Tobago, and even in Port of Spain, you have Piccadilly, downtown, Savannah. So one judge making a pronouncement may not sit well with some, but at the end of the day, it can't be the final pronouncement. But at the end of the day, to whom much is given, much is required. So when you hold a title, and I can say this as a public figure, there are things I will not say on air. There are things I cannot say in the public domain. So that, I think, I understand both sides. I understand how it was taken personally. I also understand who it came from, changed the messaging. And I also understand that the messaging may not have been an issue for some. Then she said, we're looking forward to wrapping up and delivering that great news to you all as to who will be the road march champ this year. So technically, it's a technicality. While she said that Marshall is in the lead right now, she also did confirm that this is not the official results. We still have to wait. But the fact that it was said by a judge made a difference. Then she said, it looking like it's Marshall. I also got news from Port of Spain side, and the people seem to be loving the party. Now that statement is a factual statement because this is her opinion. This is based on her, where she is, that it is looking like it's Marshall. And she said that she got news from Port of Spain, so she would have communicated with somebody in Port of Spain. And the people seem to be loving the party. Port of Spain says he's also up there. That bit is what the interview said. Now, a couple hours later, we had a response from the Vi Queen, Fayan Lyons Alvarez, who is the wife of Bunji Garlin, for those who aren't aware. And I also believe management of the band and Garlin himself. I stand to be corrected with the last bit, but Fayan had something to say. Let's hear what Fayan had to say.
Hi guys, just came off the road. Forgive my wrongful attire, but you know it goes on the road. Anyway, in light of what we've just seen on Beyonce and Elon Musk's internet, we have decided that the competition sector is no longer something that's attractive to us. The integrity, the way things are being done, the people that they're putting to do the things that they have to do, is very uncomfortable and unsettling to us. So in light of that, we have decided to step away, and we hope that you all do better, because you'll have younger artists coming up. And if you already care about culture, then the manner in which you present the culture moving forward should be of the utmost importance. And discipline is a big part of it, as well as transparency, accountability, honesty, and most important, integrity, which seem to be in a deficit right now. So thank you guys, and to all the fans that supported Carriot, and to all the fans that supported Road Meeting, we thank you guys very much. We will continue to be delivering and doing music, but at the same time, we ask that the powers that be fix it. You have younger artists that would love the experience of being in these competitions, and if this is what you're presenting to them, they're not stupid. They're not stupid.
That was the response from Fayan Lyons Alvarez. She would have said it's not attractive. She would have highlighted an integrity issue. Fayan would have stated that it's uncomfortable and unsettling. She's calling on the authorities to do better. She has highlighted the lack of discipline, transparency, accountability, and honesty, where Fayan says it seems to be in deficit. And she is asking the powers that be to fix it. Yes, the lines are open, 342-0081 and 466-5391. We're chiming in. And no, a lot of people are asking me, no, the official results are not out as yet. We are all in a media chat. So when the results are out, we will definitely be able to say differently. But for now, the results are not out. And the two clear front runners would be Bunji Garlin with Carriot and Marshall Montano with Party. At the end of the day, I'm going to be reading some of the comments. Yes, I agree that as a judge, she should not have even spoken. This, and I'm deliberately not going to call names because I don't even know if some of these people, although it's on social media. A lot of people are saying that as a judge, she should not have said what she said. She should not have. We have a phone call. Go ahead. Caller, you're live. Good morning.
Hello, morning. Good morning.
Caller, you're live. Good morning.
Hello, morning. Are you hearing me?
I am hearing you loud and clear. What's your name? Where are you calling from, please?
Alien man calling from on your road.
Hi.
Calling from on work.
No problem. Fabian, what's your contribution? We're discussing road march.
Yeah, well, you see, the thing is, the firing and the tablet got fired, right?
Okay, so the judge was relieved of duty.
All right, relieved of
the judge.
I like,
okay.
I like your wording, you know, and they were relieved of duty, and that top off the carnival for me, because they had to have some kind of restraint. You know, where being, like you said, or you rightfully described it, there are some conversations that would be involved in as a judge or as somebody participating in the judgment of, you know, what's taking place and stuff like that. And I find it was a real poor taste you know, the interview with the person. They are not attacking the personality, but the principle of it.
Right.
You know, it should not have been done. It was well out of time, and it's becoming of you know, good practice then.
So let me play devil's advocate. Let me ask you a question, caller. Do you think it was sufficient for Fayan to make the stance that she made?
Yes, that stance that Fayan made, I'll come into that also. That wasn't only related to the incident. It was related, generally speaking. It's time for somebody, the artist, to behave like how Eminem does behave, to behave like how Sense behave. It's time for them to bring other younger people under the ring. Not run down no competition. I mean, some of these artists,
hold on. I want you to stay on track, caller. We're dealing with the fact that Fayan has made a statement, a public statement, that both herself and her husband, Bunji Garling, are no longer interested in taking part in competitions. I am assuming it is as a result of the interview with the judge.
It could be a little more introspection, mind you. They must think that they are powerhouses because they could have ride it out. They could have ride it out and still enter a competition. If you understand what I'm saying. But then you have triggers. You have straw on the camel back that will break the camel back. Maybe that brought about the decision. But I think what was said, there are deeper reasons behind it other than what was done in the interview. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
Understood.
So
yes,
it's time for a lot of them to be mentors. And I guess this would have helped bring that decision around. And I hope that's part of why they choose to opt out. And it's Fayan and Bunji opting out of competition is not a negative thing as far as I am concerned. Thank you very much for allowing me this contribution.
You're more than welcome. Thank you so much for your contribution. So yes, we are discussing the road march issue, where Fayan Lyons Alvarez would have made a public statement that both herself and her husband, Bunji Garling, will no longer be interested in competition, and they're asking the powers that be to fix it. I may assume that if it is fixed to their liking, they may return. We're chiming in on some of the comments from people. One person is saying that Fayan reacted as opposed to responded. And as the last caller would have identified, this may have been the last straw that broke the camel back in Fayan's view. Fayan is within her right to speak out on any issue, and she's also within her right to defend and speak out on behalf of her husband and their camp. Every single one of us would have a different perspective. Okay, this is the second person to ask me about the songs. I have to be mindful that I'm also in media, and each one of us, we may have our personal preferences, and at the end of the day, the issue at hand, now my Johnny Cochran question is this. If that interview by the judge, the former judge rather, if the interview by the former judge did not take place, there would have been nothing, because the person is asking, so if the interview didn't take place, would Fayan have said anything? I want to make this comment. If the interview did not take place, I then would assume, and I'm using my words guardedly, because Fayan did not say that she is responding as a result of a judge's statement. We are assuming, based on the judge's statement, that that was a trigger for Fayan's response. That is an assumption that I have to make. I cannot categorically state that Fayan replied to the interview because she did not say that. And I have to ensure that I don't have to call attorneys, and the station doesn't have to call attorneys, because we want to remain factual. Maybe if the judge did not do an interview, that would not have been the final straw for Faye. Or otherwise, at the end of the day, a good song is a good song. They're both good songs. And for each person, there will be a level of relevance. So I'll give you two descriptions, because I had to do real research in terms of making sure I pull the right content for this program, because the Calabash Corner is about fairness. It's about edifying, empowering, uplifting, educating people. We're not using this program to pull anybody down or to make negative comments about anybody, any particular song for that matter. So I will weigh in on two separate opinions on both Carriot and Party. The Carriot comment was, at the end of the day, when you finish work hard, you just want to have a real good time on the road, I love the beat of the song. I'm a diehard Bunji Garlin fan, and Carry It was it for me. Another person, this is under the Bunji Garlin support flag, so there's the Bunji support flag, said, whilst I like Carry It, I'm a diehard Bunji fan, but I prefer Thousands. And that was very interesting for me because Carry It is the front runner. There's a Bunji Garlin fan, but they prefer Thousands. Yes? So that's the support under the Bunji Garlin flag for Carry It. Then we flip across to the support for the Marshall Montano flag for Party. We, just in case folks may have forgotten, this is an opinion as well, that we are in a state of emergency. In the midst of all the all-inclusives, the Juve, the Fettin, the Carnival on the road, we are in a state of emergency. And in the midst of that, the reason why we're there is because there's some level of unrest in the country. There are people who are disgruntled, you know, crime is on a high. And if you take the lyrical content of Party, it's relatable to what's taking place currently, which is why they have people singing Party from beginning to end as if they were in the studio with Marshall, because it was relatable. It still is. So then you have the diehard Marshall fans. They don't care what he sings. They just love him. And I could understand those things because I am that way with Super as well. I don't care what he sings. I'm a diehard. I'm a Super fan. I'm also a fan of both Bunji Garlin and Marshall Montano. And I need to make that clear as well. So you have both sides of the spectrum. With the Bunji fans, yes, the numbers are 342-0081 and 466-5391. So you have the Bunji fans, you have the Marshall fans. Here's what I don't understand. And this is what I do not appreciate. And I will take this moment to say that. You do not have to hate Marshall Montano to love Bunji. And you do not have to hate Bunji to love Marshall. There is enough room for everyone. We had thousands of songs for the season. And I really believe that we are too divided as a people and as a nation by things that should not be dividing us, but by things that were created to bring us together. Carnival, forget it, we're not going into the history in terms of where it started with slavery. We're not going there. But Carnival as it stands now is supposed to be bringing people together. You go to a fete, you dance with somebody you don't even know. You go to a fete, you give somebody a high five, you haven't seen them in however long. But we were too divided. Marshall Montano is a king in his own right. Bunji is a Viking in his own right. Yes, somebody's saying, can't we all just get along? Can't we all just get along? And the two individuals aren't at war. Marshall is not at war with Bunji, and Bunji is not at war with Marshall, but yet we have to find ways to dispel what's taking place. This is a question, and bear in mind that I am reading comments as they come up. The question is, and this is a question at Fayan, is it fair for your fans to pull out of competition? We like the competition. Now that is something for Fayan and her team to decide upon. And sometimes you have to make decisions outside of the norm, and you make decisions that may not sit well with others. Marshall has not responded or reacted to any of it. I guess his strategy is to stay silent and just watch how this thing unfolds. I myself, we're watching the clock, we're watching the chat with the media, we have all sorts of screens up in this studio because we really want to be able to give you all the actual results of the road march. And at the end of the day, I will say this to both the Bunji fans and the Marshall fans. At the end of the day, this is one Trinidad and Tobago. When we highlight problems, we come with solutions. And the judge in question was relieved of her duty. So kudos to Tuko for taking a stance. Because at the end of the day, and I said this earlier in the program, I am a certified judge. I did not judge road march. And there is something called integrity. There is something called morals and ethics. I recluse myself in all the years I've been judging in Trinidad and Tobago. I've never been on the panel of judges that chooses from the tents to enter Calypso Fiesta. I've never judged a Calypso Fiesta. And I've never judged a Calypso Monarch Finals. That's deliberate. I'm in this business over 30 years. I know some of these artists personally. And the ethical thing for me to do is to recluse myself. So I did that. I would not do an interview preempting results either. I will have my personal views in my personal space, in my personal little cute network. There are things I would not come on air and say. There are things I would not say in the public domain. And it's unfortunate that she was relieved from duty, and it happened in South. Somebody was saying Port of Spain. No, that interview took place in San Fernando, at San Fernando Carnival. It was not Port of Spain. So at the end of the day, this is where we're at. Yes, I'm reading as much comments as I can. You all want me to read every single comment. This is an interesting comment. It will be unfortunate if empathy, oh Lord, some of these comments getting controversial, but it is, what she's saying is it will be unfortunate if empathy is the deciding factor in the results. It will be unfortunate as well if empathy is a deciding factor. I kind of agree with the comment. I really believe that Tuco will do a thorough, transparent judging of the road match. I really believe that they will, and the numbers will be counted from different areas, and that is also provided as well. It really was a close call, and let's see what takes place. It is 1/4 to midday. We usually have the results around anytime around this time, and we're all still looking at our screens. We're going to take a break and take in one of the front runners, and we'll be right back. Fingers crossed. You might get the results before I leave. But my, hold on one second. My honest personal opinion is that the judge would have erred and action was taken. I could say that. I don't think it's fair to comment on Fayan's response, because at the end of the day, you know, the old people say who in the kitchen feels the heat. And as the last caller would have said, we don't know if that was the last straw that broke the camel back, what other issues would have been taking place throughout the season, because there were issues. Let's not pretend we had a clean, smooth, nice, cute carnival. There were issues. So I would not be able to sit here and say what Fayan should say, shouldn't say, should do. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. And we just look forward to these gracious, I've never sweat out a results like this, guy. These results, everybody like on the edge of the seat. Listen, just give me a contender. We'll be right back.
Stems.
Yes, I can hear them saying, boys, stop living in the past. Where can I find that energy, the raw magic that comes down from the grassroots? Yes, I'm from a place where soca, the resounding power. You could feel anytime, any hour, sunshine or shower. You will feel it anywhere you look, and it read like a storybook. I come from when ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when Arima had it, Maturita had it, Santa Rosa had it, Donyaruka had it, in Mova had it, in Sawa had it, Soparia had it, local over. Downtown Fed was the vibes when West people leave from Link John and Beaton to head to the playground. And who they link inside, Arima and Central, Tobago and Southside. The traffic on insomnia morning down the by Westmoreland, have cars parking like a garage. Me drinks bottle long like ruler in a cooler, and we chipping down the mouse to for Carolina. Them time the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it when the ground used to carry it. We used to carry it on the flag, who did carry it. We used to carry it on the cooler, who did carry it. We used to carry it when Central had it, Korea had it, Columbia had it, Dipping Penal had it, 500 had it, and Enterprise had it, Hoover had it, they're full of
It's your girl Anika Berry, the sweetest berry, representing for Wendy on the Calabash Corner. Somebody say so sweet.
So tell everybody, and let's get it started. Hey, hey, I'm telling you, all work and no play, me say, no way. We don't want no part of that.
right. I have to be a responsible radio host, and the official results are not out as yet. So therefore, we are still watching and waiting. And yeah, it's all about relation. What can you relate to? I love this carnival. Listen to me, carnival is something. Carnival is really a bacchanal, you know, Kyle. There's never a dull moment in the carnival. Some of the headlines, they're saying road march race down to a wire. They're saying road march tabulator fired. Okay, yeah, we've seen all those headlines. Road march race narrow. We're seeing who people assume at the head of the race. Let's see how this is going to unfold. Tuco removes road march 2025 tabulator after social media spat. It gets very interesting. At the end of the day, I have to be responsible. I am not going to repeat anything until I see an official press release from Rondell Donovan, who is the public relations officer for Tuco, who signs the media releases. And I am looking also for that Tuco logo at the top right corner, because as a member of the media, you have to be responsible with the dissemination of information. So at the end of the day, whether it gets carried to victory or whether it was partied into victory, we are yet to find out. Trinidad and Tobago, it's a waiting game. Listen to me. In all my years in entertainment, Kyle, I have never sat on my edge for road march results like today. It's like, oh gosh, tell us now, what happened? Who win? Who didn't win? Who get the nudge? Who da-da-da-da-da-da-da? So at this point in time, I want to congratulate Dr. Marshall Jesus Montano as the 2025 Chutney Soca Monarch King. I caught you all right. 2025 Chutney Soca Monarch King. I was present. I needed to see this one. I needed to see history being made. I want to congratulate him on a job well done at the Chutney Soca Monarch Finals. Would he have another title to his name for this season? The clock is ticking. It is yet to be seen. If you're in the studio behind the scenes, it's hilarious. We have people just refreshing, everybody just refreshing screens because we're waiting. Rondell Donovan, Ainsley King, come Tuco. You have people sweating. You have Tuco people sweating, and the comments are there. The comments are there. We just hoping. Let's see how it goes. We're on the countdown. So I am yours truly, Wendy H. Lewis. We are in the Calabash Corner. We're talking all things carnival. And of course, you all know I'm full of surprises, right? So don't be surprised if you see me back here with a nice exclusive with whomever would have captured that title, because it's a conversation that needs to take place as well from either side, from either camp. So we are here, and I am waiting patiently on these gracious results. It's 11:54. We have a couple more minutes, and then we have the news. So let's see what happens. Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, I apologize for those of you who have been posting all the comments. I really cannot read all the comments, but I understand how you feel. I understand your passion. Yes, and I'm deliberately staying away from some of the negative comments as well. At the end of the day, would Carriot reign supreme? Or will party reign supreme? I'm not even going to give you the views of those who are in the studio with me at the moment. I'm going to be a good girl. I'm not even looking in their direction. It's so hilarious in the studio right now. The good thing is, everybody's on the same page in terms of, well, at least the studio crew that's here are on the same page in terms of what they would like the results to be. But at the end of the day, we await. We await. I waiting too. Everybody waiting. We are waiting. Yeah. Give me a tune now. I'm afraid to talk. I don't even. Something I say might be part of somebody's song, and then I get accused of being biased. So I don't even want to say if I want to carry it or if I want a party. So you know what? Give me this guy who won Soca Monarch. Give me Black Head. Let me save myself. Let me save myself. Give me Black and That. Give me Black and That while we wait on the results of Road March 2025. Lord have mercy, Trinidad and Tobago. I would live nowhere else. I'm glad I returned. This is a happy place. This is a beautiful place. I am loving Trinidad and Tobago right now. All kind of, if you see antics here. Yeah, so don't give me a contender because they might say I'm biased. I play them equal times. So give me somebody else. As for this song, I have some choice words, but no, I love it. I understand it. What if you see the men in the studio, they had up in the air? They have no discipline. Bust the tune. Congratulations to Black Adan. He's a 2025 Soca Monarch champion out of Grenada. We'll be right back.
The day you leave me, the day you leave, I started to see my way. When you hurt me, I went away. What I thought was a tragedy was a blessing. The day you up and leave was a blessing. A blessing. I'm feeling so blessed. Oh yes, when you leave was a blessing.
Caller, good morning. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Morning.
Morning. What's your name and where you calling from?
Well, let's call me KFC downtown Pottersville. But the woman who come out and announce the results already, she done through bias and corruption going on with them judges and them, you know.
Say that again? Talk a little slower.
Yeah, I say the woman, people don't see this biasness and corruption thing going on with the judges and them, or she will come out and think in it. You see fairness and she was one about a competition.
Right.
When they ask young brother, we think about competition. Young brother say, it's not about competition. Competition is bring back and all. He's a young coming up artist and he's just singing good music. People are not in a competition because they don't see what's going on with the system there right now.
Thank you, caller.
The whole world don't know what's going on. So yeah,
thank you, caller.
New man, feel like she new burn. We inside the session, party kicking up bad. She put up, she 2-1, whining back on the man. They think I gave a damn, they're mad. The day you leave me, the day you leave, I started to see my way. When you hurt me, I went away. What I thought was a tragedy was a blessing. The day you up and leave was a blessing. A blessing. I'm feeling so blessed. Oh yes, when you leave was a blessing. A blessing. My hands up high, I'm winding low. I'm glad you go, like I never happy before. My hands up high, I'm winding low. I'm glad you go, and I don't want to know more. Walk out the gate, all of the good you create. Like I start to elevate, walk out the gate, and no debate. Life gets straight and great like you was the way. So glad I procrastinate. Look on my right hand, amputate. I remember the date, not cause I hate. Guess I stated, no lot to state. The day you leave me, the day.
Okay, Trinidad and Tobago, we have the news up next. You will have to tune in online to get those road march results. I have to wait for the official results. Yes. Let's see what's taking place. This is Wendy in the Calabash Corner. Up next, we have the news. The Calabash Corner Carnival Edition is coming to Street 91.9 FM each and every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon with your host, yours truly, Wendy. From entertainment protocol and etiquette to tips for the young artists and even the season ones. Then the Power Hour where we review carnival events with you, the patrons. Tune in to the #1 station for culture and log on to the Facebook and YouTube Live at Street 919 FM. This is our culture. Let's nurture it. For further information and sponsored segments, call or WhatsApp 269-3567. The Calabash Corner is here.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
News from the Street, 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon, this is the Midday News, broadcasting on the Street 919 FM. In your headlines, Road March tabulator fired over comments. Tragic death of a carnival stalwart in San Fernando. Carnival Tuesday, shooting in St. James. 5 police officers injured during suspect's arrest. Minister of National Security praises acting police commissioner. Internationally, Trump's trade war sparks global retaliation. Now for the news in detail. A Road March 2025 tabulator for Tuco has been dismissed after making comments favoring Machel Montano's song, Party, as the likely winner. Samantha Richards was caught in a social media video on Carnival Tuesday discussing the standings, which sparked controversy. Bungie Garland's wife, Faye-Ann Lyons, responded on Instagram, criticizing the competition's integrity and announcing their withdrawal from competitive events. Tuco later confirmed Richards' dismissal. In another news story, a longtime masquerader and band flag bearer, 76-year-old Selwyn Little, was fatally crushed by a music truck on Carnival Monday in San Fernando. Witnesses say his clothing got caught on the trailer, leading to the accident. His grieving family, including his sister visiting from Canada, called for improved safety measures during Carnival. The music truck was impounded after police discovered its brake line was unattached. Investigations continue. In more news, a mass shooting on Carnival Tuesday in St. James left 1 dead and 4 others injured, including a 65-year-old visitor from Maryland, USA. The deceased Venezuelan national Irvin Joaquin Mayora was allegedly shot by a 61-year-old man who claimed he was being attacked. In an attempt to defend himself, the man opened fire but struck 4 bystanders. He was detained at the scene and is cooperating with authorities. Investigations are ongoing. In further news, a struggle broke out in Chaguanas on Monday when officers attempted to search a group of men, leading to 5 officers being injured. The suspect, later identified as an active member of the Trinidad and Tobago Regiment, resisted arrest, biting 1 officer. He was eventually subdued and taken into custody. The officers sought medical attention at the Chaguanas Health Facility. In more news, Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines has expressed satisfaction with Acting Commissioner of Police Junior Benjamin's leadership. Speaking after a walkabout in Port of Spain, Hines praised Benjamin's professionalism and the increased police presence during Carnival, which he credited for maintaining public safety. He also noted that many criminals have fled the country due to heightened security measures. In international news, President Donald Trump has ignited a trade war with America's 3 biggest trading partners, prompting immediate backlash from Mexico, Canada, and China. Just after midnight, the U.S. imposed 25% tariffs on Mexican and Canadian imports, with Canadian energy being taxed at a lower 10%. Additionally, Trump doubled tariffs on Chinese goods to 20%. Beijing responded with tariffs of up to 15% on U.S. farm exports and expanded restrictions on U.S. companies. In his address to Congress, Trump defended his decision, citing trade deficits and fentanyl imports from Canada and Mexico as justification. Meanwhile, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau condemned the move, announcing retaliatory tariffs on over $100 billion worth of U.S. goods. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick suggested negotiations were underway, and a compromise may be reached soon. Let's take a look at what's happening in the world of sports. The Trinidad and Tobago Red Force cricket team is keeping their focus intact as they prepare for their 4th-round match in the West Indies Championship against the West Indies Academy. Left-arm spinner Kari Pierre, who leads the tournament with 26 wickets, remains optimistic about the team's chances, emphasizing the importance of maintaining discipline despite the Carnival season. While acknowledging the temptation to celebrate, Pierre noted that the team is in good spirits and fully committed to winning the title, having not secured a championship victory in a long time. The Red Force currently sits 2nd in the standings, while their upcoming opponents remain at the bottom of the table. In further sports news, Trinidad and Tobago's Justin Guy secured a silver medal in the men's 60-meter hurdles at the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics Indoor Track and Field Championships in Florida. Guy clocked a personal best of 7.72 seconds, while fellow TNT athlete Ronaldo Moore finished 4th with a time of 7.90 seconds. Other notable performances included Lorenzo Lucis, who placed 6th in the men's triple jump, and Nathan Farina, who helped Huntington University secure 5th place in the Forks 400 mare relay final. Meanwhile, at the Big East Indoor Championships in Illinois, Villanova's Amiri Prescott earned silver in the men's 6-stim dash, while DePaul University's Dominic Cole placed 4th in the 200 and finals. At the Great Midwest Athletic Conference Indoor Championships, Kalia Wallace grabbed silver in the women's 400 and final and placed 4th in the 200, achieving personal bests in both events. In your weather forecast, this afternoon and tonight, the weather will be mainly fair and breezy, with a few partly cloudy periods and brief, isolated showers. The maximum temperature is expected to reach 32 degrees. Seas will be moderate, with waves ranging from 2.0 meters to 2.5 meters in open waters and near 1.0 meters in sheltered areas. Recapping the headlines. Road March tabulator fired over comments. Tragic death of a carnival stalwart in San Fernando. Carnival Tuesday, shooting in St. James. 5 police officers injured during suspect's arrest. Minister of National Security praises acting police commissioner. Internationally, Trump's trade war sparks global retaliation. That was your News on the Street 919 FM. Do have a safe and productive day.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
The biggest last lap sale is on at Furniture Plus. Get up to 50% off in-store and online. Come enjoy massive savings on appliances, furniture, electronics, mattresses, and more. No